The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, hello, everyone. Welcome to this MailMastery Live Bootcamp session number one. This is Vipul Garg this side, and before we move forward and before we actually comment upon this great series of 6 live bootcamp trainings, I would really want to know who all are here and which zone are you from over here. So let your introductions flowing in the comment section over here. Put in the box where are you from so we know who all do we have today over here. All right, so we have Hank from Kansas. We have Rajshekar from India. Whoa. We have got Michael from NZ. We have got Jill from UK. We've got Wesley from Canada. We've got Lowell from Colorado. Heidi from Michigan. John from Philly. Steve from Washington. John from USA. Philip from London. Joe from Florida, USA. And who else do we have? Okay, we have Steve as well from the UK. So we have got Keith from again Iowa, USA, Dennis from Belize. Dennis, am I pronouncing that right? It's from Belize. Uh yes, we have got so many guys over here. Bruno, Douglas, George, Henrik, Henry, Jill, Joe, John, Jonathan, Carrie, Keith, allow me, Paul, Philip, so many of them joining in over here. So guys, put a one in the box if everything is loud and clear to you. Put a one in the box if you are able to see my screen. So actually put double ones if you are able to see my screen and if you're able to listen, hear out to me loud and clear. Put a double one in the box, guys. I really need to get you guys pumped up right over here. This is 8:30 p.m. for me right now, and I've had a really long day. So I'd really appreciate you coming in with your full energy, so I can kickstart this boot camp with all the energy I have. And as we move forward into the boot camp, I really want to look forward to sharing so much stuff with you. All right, so I've got all the one ones coming in, and guys, before we move forward, I'm gonna be quickly switching on the camera, joining the hands in front of you, thanking you for being over here. It really means a lot for us. So just gonna be quickly, sharing up my camera feed as well and join my hands with you. So this is Vipul Garg, by the way, your host, and I'm gonna be digging further into my introduction. I'm sitting in this beautiful cabin of mine in our new office, in the new LetX office, and in one of the boot camps, if we have demand, we're gonna be giving you an office tour as well. It's a big, lush green 15,000 square feet office, and I'm sure that you really want to look forward into taking a tour so you are even better aware on what hands are you in. So put in the comments, guys, if you would like to take a tour of our office in one of our sessions. It's a beautiful office. We've got so much stuff in this office and a great things going in. So put a one in the box, guys, if you would really love to take a tour of the office as well at once. If I just want to get some excitement going in with us, right? Oh, we've got ones coming in. Really, thank you so much, guys. We have someone saying that they would want to come and visit. Oh yes, Heidi, if you ever come to be, happen to be in India, in New Delhi, the capital of India, you are most welcome. Every one of you is most welcome. We love to host meetups. We love to have experts coming in, speak. So if you're coming in, we can always organize meetups as well. All right, guys, so I'm gonna be switching off the camera feed and now moving into the boot camp right now over here. Cheers, guys. Look forward to speaking more and more with you. All right, so the camera is off now, and without doing any further ado, I would really want to get forward into the boot camp itself. All right, guys, so welcome to the Mail Mastery live training at first, and of course, I just introduced myself. Hi, my name is Vipul Garg again. I'm the co-founder and CEO at LetX. Now, speaking of you'd be wondering what do I do. So I run a SaaS company called LetX. What we do is we're kind of saying that we're redefining the way digital marketing happens the worldwide. We're kind of, in a way, redefining how marketeers can get the most done out of their websites and out of the emails. And just to give you some numbers, I've been profitably doing email marketing since 2012. I am 26 years old right now, and I was able to build my first $1 million company at the age of 21. And one of the ways I was able to do it was because I could get into email marketing way early. So I'm going to be talking about a lot of secrets as well on how could I build my first $1 million company way earlier than while people of my age were in college itself, and how this 25, 26 years old guy is able to build such a big office and get a lot of stuff going in. So any one of you who's interested to know more about that, I really want to get some pom 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 going on in the comments. So feel free to put in your energy, feel free to put in those right words, feel free to put in those right comments, and this would really get us even more pumped. So I've got a question while I'm speaking, so I'm going to be taking on those two questions as well. I've got someone asking, hey, is this a part of the MailEngageX package? Oh well, yes. For the MailMastery live first session, this is being a part of the MailEngageX package, which is being a pilot, that we're running. So we look forward to having you being over here. So yeah, guys, I've got a lot of people, coming in who are really excited about this. So yeah, that's about me. I'm a growth hacker. I love to hack conversions. I love to get people do and make more money from the sales pages that they have, from the emails that they're sending. I really love to redefine the way digital marketing happens. And we are doing this in a way, we are on this mission to get more marketeers convert the most out of the same traffic that they're running. And that's what I do. And I've got with me today another rock star who, namely Yamini Maggo. She's the senior growth strategist at LetX. She heads the email marketing department at LetX. So it's really important that she is in there with me. She leads all the email functions with us together with her team, which is also a rock star team out there. She's a passionate Instagrammer too, and she's someone who loves to build and lead teams out there. And probably she's one of the biggest backbones of a business as well right over here. So I'm going to quickly allow Yamini to come over on the mic and just say a quick hi before I move forward.
Hello guys, this is Yamini. It's so good to, come back and talk to you all the people who have just invested in us, believed in MailEngageX. Firstly, I really want to, say a big thank you and my warm hugs to everyone who believed in us, and believed in our vision of MailEngageX. You guys really mean a lot to us. And this training, as someone was asking in the question box, that is this training a part of MailEngageX? Yes, it is. And there's a very special reason why we actually formulated this series. Because, I just want to give you, before even I talk about myself, I just want to talk quickly about why this training is happening for all the people who have joined in, to tell that, you should stick to the last, because we have put in a lot of effort to, formulate this, entire thing, because we saw that there's a big gap, when people were giving softwares, but not really giving any training as to why and how those softwares to be used, and also the whole concepts of email marketing. So allow me to just introduce myself. I lead the email marketing department, and before LetX, I have worked with various MNCs across the world, where I have led their, including marketing, email marketing, sales, and everything. I am a passionate Instagrammer. I really love to travel, and I'm someone who enjoy food. And more than food, I enjoy people who love eating food. So I really cook for them. And then Indian cuisine and Chinese is something I really enjoy making. And then, yes, third point is very true to my personality. I am someone who really loves to build and lead teams. I love, making and working with teams. So people is what I love. So I love each one of you. It's my humble message to all of you to stay till the last and be with us, because we've put in a lot to, accomplish this entire training. This is 6-week long training. And yes, just welcome you all. Just stay tuned, grab your popcorns and all your drinks and everything. And we are just, diving into the most amazing training on email marketing ever. Thank you. Thank you, Vipul, for the opportunity.
Great, wonderful setup, Yamini. And I really appreciate you putting together this mastermind training. So, guys, for all who do not know, it's actually something that Yamini, visualized, and came forward with her team specifically. She came to us one day and she asked us, "People, we have been, teaching. We've been kind of, actually selling a lot on email marketing. So why not actually empower people on email marketing further?" And that's when she came up with this idea of Mail Mastery, where we can empower people to learn more about email marketing. And we actually went work forward to break the entire history degree of email marketing into 6 modules. And that's how we move forward with it. So really appreciate Yamini and her team and the entire team LetX for putting this forward out there. All right, guys, and for those wondering what exactly is LetX, we are a SaaS company. As I mentioned, we are building a suite of conversion optimization applications. We have over 9,000 plus businesses and marketers worldwide using one of our applications to convert more on the same traffic that they have. And we are funded and backed by India's largest performance marketing network called V Commission. So we're really proud to be associated with that particular group out there. As that gets us to be connected with just any biggest B2C brand out there in India, and that possibly is the reason why we have been able to work with some of the great brands in India, which I'll take you through in a while. So we at LetX, as I said, help people deliver mind-blowing experiences on websites and emails, and that's what we do. And in our 4 years of operation so far, so you know that we are not any fly-by-night operations. We have been speaking with you for very long. We have a very kick-ass team, all dedicated to make sure that all of you are able to win, and just win on a daily basis. And possibly that's exactly why we have been able to work closely with some big brands like Harvard Business Review, VU Clip, Coach Deal, Daily School of Internet Marketing, Nutrify, Amazon. They have been all big brands, B2C brands in India, and worldwide as well. And we've been able to work on some kind of marketing with them all through our years of experience. So whatever we speak, we're going to be speaking with the experience of all of that so far. And I've got some people coming in saying that that possibly my voice could have lesser bass. So guys, I do have a heavy voice, but I'm just switched to my AirPods. So you can please feel free to let me know if my voice is now way better than earlier, which I assume it should be. And yes, guys, this session is going to be recorded, but I highly suggest for you to be there in the session, attending this up, because in that way you can learn all of those things firsthand, and we are also readily available to answer any of your question, guys. So that's something that I would really suggest. And possibly you're going to be investing probably 1 hour of your life into us at this point of time, and if you end up attending all 6 of our sessions, you're going to be investing 6 hours of your life, guys, into us practically. And for some of you who'd be wondering what exactly 6 hours is, that's nothing. Oh well, it matters a lot. It is equivalent to probably 6 hours of more sleep. It is equivalent to probably Usain Bolt running miles in distance. It is probably equal to the Earth covering so many miles in its revolution. It's just too much, right? So when you're giving in your time to someone, I'd really appreciate you being focused on this 100%, not kind of checking your emails, phone, your daily course, anything like that, and actually moving forward with all the stuff that that's being taught over here in this. So that's one of those things as well. So as I said, because you're going to be spending this time to you, I would really like to demand your attention over here. Would really like to demand as a mentor right now, for you to focus on these slides. We're going to be covering through a lot of basics, but I want you to be focused over here, as I know this is going to help you a lot. So, moving forward, we are the actually team, for those, who have been there in the space for long. We are the team behind some crazy products like Let's Reach, Let's Spinio, Let's Slotio, which together have built Let Gamify, Let Convert, Tab Engage, Let's Setcom, and recently MailEngageX as well, which includes the Let Mailbox package. And exactly what we are talking about over here is also about a large software, which I'm sure that you guys have had a look, and that's why exactly you're here. Oh, by the way, thank you so much, everyone. We sold for about 3,000 plus copies. already in a week's time after launching the product. So that's really humbled on our end over there. And just to give you a brief again, what we invested in, MailEngageX is the world's first all-in-one revolutionary email toolbox, which works to add life in your emails via videos, personalized and interactive elements to help you get rapid returns on any email broadcast that you send. So MailEngageX comes as two packages, one being LetMailBox 2.0, which is 25 in one email toolkit and a proven CTR booster suite, and the other being MailMastery Live Bootcamp, which is a 6-week live bootcamp on everything you need for profitable email marketing. You see your emails talking to your consumers directly through MailEngageX, and that's the best possibility that we can visualize right now. But guys, imagine this, by the way, you invested in a program and now you got the app already, which does some crazy things, which I'm going to show a quick example for as well, very soon. But then you also get access to the exclusive 6-week live bootcamp training, which we are piloting with you. So we really want to work forward with you, to improve this as well, and in a way that it affects your life to the best and to the fullest as well. Guys, we plan to sell this training at a much more expensive price than what you paid for in this one. So you should be practically feeling very lucky because you got access to it way earlier than before. We really look forward to spilling all our secrets to making multi-six figures every year on year with email marketing. And we really look forward to actually, going all in with teaching you all of that stuff. And the more feedback you have, the more questions you have, the more you want to dig from us, you can dig from us more and more. So it really depends upon you and how you're taking this up. The reasons why I'm saying all of this is because I again and again demand unsolicited attention from you all over here. All right, so let's start with Mail Mastery Live. So, what is Mail Mastery Live? As I said before, Mail Mastery Live is a live 6-week boot camp where we will train you on how to get results you want with email marketing. It's a newbie and an intermediate friendly training, the ultimate results driven email marketing training, which is customized as per you. We take the core principles from our internal training and show you how we used to get it to even $500,000 a day, like we do practically the email marketing. So before I move forward, I would really want to know on who all are interested with with this kind of a training out there, and I'd really appreciate you putting in some lines, okay, let's start it this way. First, who all here already know email marketing, like how to do email marketing? Who all here feel that they know email marketing? Those who know, they feel that they know email marketing, please put in one in the box. And those who feel that they do not know email marketing, put a 5 in the box. Put a 5 in the box, guys, if you feel you do not know email marketing, and put a 1 in the box if you feel that if you know email marketing already. Okay, so I got a lot of fives flowing in, and guys, I have a special sentiment for you. At one point of time, my mentor asked me, Vipul, do you know email marketing? And I said, yeah, absolutely, I do. I mean, I do $1,000 a day at times, multiple times. So, yes, I pretty much know it. And that's the point. He came up to me and said, my son, you know nothing. Uh, and you know what? Why he said that? Because he says that the day you kind of believe in the fact that you know this trade or you know this skill is the day you stop learning more about it. And that kind of struck me up because yes, the world is changing every day. It's so dynamic, and we got to be learning new tricks, new trades, and possibly we might not be knowing all of it, from day one, or possibly we not might not be knowing what happened yesterday in this trade. So we can never kind of believe in the fact that we know all of it. And that kind of that day is that day, and it's today, this day. Even if even you would ask me this question, I'm the one teaching here. But even if you would ask me this question, Vipul, do you know email marketing? I'd put in 5 in the box, really. Possibly I know it a bit better than you guys do, but then I'm learning it as well. And people say, yeah, it's great because uh, in the end, our life stops when we stop learning. And my mentor tells me that ideally you should stop learning when your cardiograph shows that you have a straight line in there. possibly when you're dead. Otherwise, else you should be learning practically every single day, and look forward to grabbing as much information as possible from wherever that you get it in with from. So that's exactly what we're doing. And I've got this small confusion as well from someone. So when on says that is Letterbox 2.0 is equals to MailEngageX, possibly it was confusing that the same product had different names, perhaps a misheard. So when on they're not practically same products. As I mentioned before, MailEngageX is a combined package of Letterbox 2.0, which is a software application, and MailMastery Live, which is 6 week live training boot camp that we're working on right now as we're working on, over here. Hey guys, just give me a sec. I've got someone on the phone, who I, who, yes, I'm back in the game. So as I was saying, MailEngageX is a combined package of the Littlebox 2.0 app and MailMastery Live. And guys, MailMastery Live is one of the trainings that we're creating internally, which we plan to sell at a much higher price because you understand it's 6 week live bootcamp, right? We plan to work very extensively with everyone attending this bootcamp. So it's like a lot of time invested, and I like to calculate my time investment into the kind of money I make per hour, and I'm sure that you guys should be doing that as well. This right way, you guys should clock in how much possible revenue can you make in an hour, and then put in your investments and stakes in that manner. But the reason why we included MailMastery Live in MailEngageX this time is because we're going to pilot it with a few people over here. We are so ecstatic that we have so many users now, being piloting in with this on this. Uh, and that's like a really good experience for us. So that's something that we are also working in with you to to improve this program more and more. So consider this as a win-win for both of our sides. So I hope I'm able to make clear that MailEngageX is a combined package of the software application called LetMailBox 2.0 and the MailMastery Live. It's a totally different package that we brought in this space. We really wanted to be thoughtful, really wanted to bring about the live training as well, other than just giving you the software. Usually, we always have full featured knowledge bases. So for example, on Litmailbox as well, we have a very full featured knowledge base where you're able to know everything about the software application. But then my team came up to me and said, "Hey, Vipul, how can we teach them the best ways to do email marketing? Ahead of just using the software." So that's where MailMastery Live came in the picture. So all of this is already there, right? This is the new stuff that we are doing, over here. All right, guys, we can continue to speak all of this on mind correction as much as important at it, this is, but then it is not a mastermind to improve mindsets. On a side note, though, guys, by the way, I spend literally tons of money, in attending the right masterminds to do mind correction. So if you guys, so you're gonna be guys listening a lot in mind correction as well from me. But let's just put that aside. So we should literally go and get into the course as well. And I really want to cover this summary and all of that with you today. So here is a summary of what we will cover in the Mail Mastery Live training. We'll cover the email marketing basics, which is going to be today. Then we're going to be covering in writing effective emails out there. Writing effective emails is a big thing. By the way, a lot of people are saying that. So, a lot of people are saying that, it's been a really thoughtful fact where software creators are ultimately changing lives, and they're kind of sending love. So, Tara, these kind of words really help us up. They kind of inspire us to move forward, and that's what it is. So, guys, we have the first session on email marketing basics, which we're going to be covering today. The next session is going to be about writing effective emails. So, by the way, who all in here are going to be interested to write effective emails? And I'm talking about emails which actually end up converting a lot, which actually end up doing a number of sales. So, who all here are going to be interested to put in emails that actually convert, that are effective, that strike to the point, that make an effect, that get your user to take an action that they should actually take. So that's what we have in the second session. The third session is to build responsive email campaigns. Now, what do you mean by responsive is, so guys, as you would have had heard that most of the emails today are read first over mobiles and not desktops. So it's practically like a small 6-inch screen where people are reading the emails upon. So it's really important that you're able to, first design emails that are responsive. And then the other meaning that we have from responsive is that, design emails in a way or write emails in a way that actually entice a reply. So you see, guys, I mean, the reason why I keep asking you questions and keep asking you to put in comments in the box is because I want to know that I'm not speaking with myself. I want to know that I'm not speaking just to a computer screen. I want to know that I'm speaking to the 130 people who are live on this call right now. So what I'm trying to do over here is I'm trying to ignite responses. I'm trying to entice a communication. I'm trying to build a channel with you. I'm trying to build a connection with you to know you more and more, know you better. That's exactly what you got to do with your email marketing. So, guys, are you able to, kind of, get what I'm doing over here? Put a one in the box if you get it. And we're going to continue to communicate during the entire session, guys. And I want you to be with me because I want to make sure that by the end of this 6 week live training, I see you as a pro email marketer who comes to me and tell me, Vipul, I've been doing something great things in terms of either doing my own email marketing or teaching email marketing, or rather opening up an email marketing agency as well, which is working as a consultant to help people do better email marketing. Do you get me, guys? What I'm trying to say? I've got the things going in now, so that is practically giving me a lot of energy. And then on the fourth session, I'm going to be talking about email marketing automation. So, guys, who all here are, by the way, okay, guys. So at first we talk about the basics, and then we talk about how to write better and effective emails, and then we talk about how to write emails that builds a connection, that gets people to respond, and that gets people to buy. But then in the end, as I said, I like to do smart work and not hard work. So I like to automate things. I like to build processes, build a business, and then let it scale by itself. One of the ways I'm able to do this is by setting up a lot of automation. Who all here would really want to actually automate their email marketing? What I mean by that is possibly, see, if you buy something from me, I'm going to continue to send 5 6 emails in 10 days time, one after another, in a way that I'm gonna possibly introduce myself and then gonna pitch something from my end. I'm gonna just do so much stuff. But all of that happens on automation. So for example, an email is going out, we're putting together this quick live training, day after tomorrow or day after tomorrow, where we really want to talk about how to do 3S lead generation. And that's one of the goals that we have taken up at LetX, to do a lot of nurturing calls with our customers. And you see, guys, I do not want to stay awake at 1 o'clock in my night time to send you that email. So I have kind of automated that already. And on top of that, any follow-up that will be sent on that email is something that's also automated. And that's just one level of automation, guys. I really would want to even talk further on more automations. And by the way, if you guys are interested, I can also talk about business automation. I've got 3 businesses right now, guys, with a total projection value of over $7 million. I'm building one business which I plan to have a projection of at least $50 million in the next 5 years to come, and that's where possibly is why I'm investing a lot of money in building up such a big, huge office space with my new partners. And one of the reasons why I'm able to do this at such a young age is because I'm actually working every day to automate my business. So, who all here would also be interested to know a bit more about business automation, such level of mindset correction when we talk about email marketing automation as well? And guys, you could feel free to put in your ones in the box if you would be actually interested to learn also about business automation when we talk about email marketing automation as well. Guys, keep putting ones in the box, as that gets me going, and that actually allows me to hold you accountable for your own growth. If you want a growth in your life, guys, you'd really want to be put accountable out there, and you want to really get to all of this good stuff out there, guys. All right, so the next module that we're going to have is affiliate and e-commerce focused email marketing. So guys, 2 things I personally do the best today is e-commerce and affiliate marketing. I'm right now working on a big project which is going to redefine the way e-commerce businesses or dropshipping businesses are built in India. I recently delivered a talk So all of you guys who are not connected with me on Facebook, they could always do. So on my Facebook, I recently put up this picture over there, which is based on how I spoke at this India's largest affiliate marketing summit, where I revealed one of our biggest projects called We Fulfill, which allows you to do drop shipping in India. And people are saying that we are redefining e-commerce in India out there. And just to tell you guys, e-commerce in India is a $20 billion industry. We've got over 500,000 shipments being moved literally every 2-3 hours, which are revolving around India. It's a 1.3 billion people population country, with a global index size of rank 3, ranking out of there. So, this is me speaking on the stage in front of numerous big marketers and brands out there, where we revealed about We Fulfill, which is why being one of our products, and then we also talked about LetX, the master brand which you're listening to out. All right. And just to let you know, by the way, just to tell you that I'm a real human being with a family out there. So I've got emotions attached to me. And I could never be kind of picking up things because I kind of believe in those values. These are my business partners out there. Here he is Tarang. He's my business investor, and he's also my partner in this new business. She's Parul Bhargava. She is the group CEO for the big VC group that we have. And here's Yamini, by the way, standing with me, the cute loving girl who is possibly one of the reasons why this training is actually happening. And this is my family, guys. This is my dad. This is my mom. This is my sister. We were out on a trip to a city of palaces here in India called Udaipur. That's me speaking in another session. That's one of my favorite places called Phuket in Thailand. So, for people are saying that I'm going too fast, guys. I mean, all of this just really gets me excited. Really, really, really out there. So, as I said before, guys, affiliate and e-com focused email marketing. So doing email marketing in a way wherein you are able to grow your revenues both in e-commerce and affiliate marketing while you're doing it, while you are nailing it. That's what we were planning to do in the second last session. And then we're going to be closing this session and this series with tips and tricks and some little hacks as well. So who here, by the way, love hacks? Hacks get you results earlier than possible. I love growth hacking. I really, 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 really do. That's one of the best things I do. I was speaking with one of the great marketers today in the morning who I was meeting, and he was telling me, Vipul, you probably are one of the best guys, I know who's able to deliver experiences on websites. And, what do you do when you do that? And I was like, well, I do nothing, but I just try and use some of my little pickle hacks that I use on my website. So that's all I do. So just to get this going fast, so that's what we plan to do in the. And you can always use this link you know to to get ahead on this one. So I've got one gentleman possibly saying that if this wants to be, if I would like to this to be a 1 hour training, I should probably go faster, and come to the meatball of the game. And possibly I have this coming up like this. Well, this is the meatball. Well, guys, one of the things is, if I would like to prepare myself for a marathon, I have to first prepare for that marathon, not on the race field, but within in my own mind. And I really want to literally, okay, so what I'm doing over here is not talking about, all of this mindset connection and all of that jazz. What I'm actually doing is planting my seeds for this module to get more effective. And this is the first module, guys. It's just an introductory module. I really want to get the energy pumped up over there. As you could see, we really talked the meatball of the entire module from the module two. This is the preparation time. This is the mindset connection time. And trust me, guys, this is important to actually digest the entire boot camp in the right possible manner. This is important. You must know what you're going to be spending your time into. You must know which hands are you in before you actually go about taking some action out there. Who all uh, who all actually, are believing in this out there. Put a one in the box if you are able to get what I'm trying to, say what I'm, telling you out there. So yes, thank you so much, guys. I've got ones flowing in. Yes. So let's move forward. By the way, training schedule. The module one, as I said, basis of email marketing, write effective emails. Designing responsive email campaigns. All of that stuff. So the module one is going to be this, and you can possibly take a screenshot to yourself, right? Where we're going to be talking about email marketing, who is it for, what is the new trend, how to do it right, and the pros and cons. And that's all we plan to cover in the module one. And I know that I can do that well within the time itself. The module two is going to be talking about ideal email structure, the 5-step golden framework to write perfect emails, and the importance of call to actions in emails. And then we're going to be talking about the 3 E's of email marketing, the 33% rule for higher open rates, and who all here, by the way, would not like higher open rates, and the shine field experience of using storytelling and emotions to make sales. So that's what that we have in the module two. In the module three, we've got designing email marketing for mobile users. Who is it designing email marketing for deliverability? Designing email marketing for user psychology, test before sending your campaign, which actually works the best for us. The module four is going to be all about email automation, types of email automation, and we have different sequences that we're going to be delivering it to you. Email remarketing campaigns and A/B testing email campaigns as well. The module five is going to be growing your e-commerce business through email marketing. We're going to be talking about e-com businesses, how to grow your list, how to set up automation, how to write a perfect e-commerce email. And then in the affiliate businesses, we're going to be talking about how to do affiliate marketing through emails and examples of how to write a perfect affiliate marketing email as well. So all right, guys. So someone suggests that we have a typo in the dates out there. So guys, you're gonna be giving you this entire schedule once we're done with the webinar as well, and you will be doing all the corrections if there are any mistakes out there. So the module six is gonna be tips and tricks for the best email marketing strategies. We're gonna be talking about 10 practical email marketing tips to boost sales, top ways to get emails delivered in the primary tab, in the Gmail itself, and the ways to improve the key metrics of email marketing. So, guys, who all here, by the way, would be interested to at times get hacks to get your emails delivered in the primary inbox of your customers or your leads? So that's something that that's something that you would really, really, really want to do. And guys, do not worry. You can take your old screenshots, but as and when you'll be done, we're going to be sending you an email, with all the details in this, which is something that you can always look up to. All right, guys. So let's start with a module essentially, all about the basics of email marketing. So, firstly, what exactly is email marketing? And guys, we're going to be covering a bit of basics over here because it's really important. To put it simply, it's the act of sending emails to prospects to promote better. To put it in detail, email marketing is the act of interacting with your clients through a commercial message, typically a group of people, while promoting a brand to convert your prospects into customers. So, effective email marketing has the power to convert and turn one time buyers into loyal, raving fans. And that's what email marketing does. So, what is the best defined process to do email marketing, guys? And possibly you need to take a screenshot here again as well. So, what you need to do is you need to just define. So possibly just define who you want to send the email to, then test out different angles that how do you want to send the emails out there, and then possibly send that email and then measure what is the effectiveness of that email, how many people opened your email and how many actually got about it, and then use that report to further optimize your emails out there. And that's what possibly that you can do. But then, I've got Confucius saying at times, and I believe in this man, study the past if you want to define the future. So we really want to spend a couple of minutes to look into the email history out there, and we've got a big note over there, out there. So in 1970, this particularly started, when we talk about email marketing. There was a guy called Gary Turk, a marketing manager for the now defunct computer company called Digital Equipment Corporation. He sent out an unsolicited mass email while promoting his firm's computer products to
hundreds of peoples over the local internet. And you know what? His possible email that he sent, kind of was considered as spam initially, and that's why we have this picture of him saying that I love spam. But then people ended up knowing so much about his products that they ended up buying $13 million worth of products out there. So tell me, guys, how does $13 million look like to look like this to you? I mean that's practically a lot of money, right? So also what we have is called, in 1990s this became famous as a spray and pray marketing approach, where people would just collect emails and then start sending them emails out there. And that's how it started to kind of originate as email marketing. And then in the year 2000s the anti-spams came up, where people started to block emails, and that's exactly where everyone started to feel that email marketing is going dead. But then the irony is that people also started to make a lot of money with email marketing, while a few segment of people started to feel that email marketing is dead. So it depends really which side do you want to be when you talk about which, if email marketing is dead, and then you want to know about how email marketing is making so much money. Well, as we said, people kind of started to feel that email marketing is dead. We kind of started believing in the same too. And then over in the 3 years of building LetX, and over a 6 years of sending millions of emails, doing a lot of direct response marketing, running a lot of outreach campaigns to target big B2C brands. And I showed you some examples. We sold for over $4 million plus, by the way, so far through emails itself. So we know that email marketing is not dead, and you know but we felt that, and for a long point of time, people were, we were like, why would our email marketing results going to boom? And we started studying it, and why would it not fetch any results? And literally, like this crybaby out there, we would cry every day that why things are not happening. And that's exactly where we can tell you that everyone was absolutely wrong and everyone is absolutely wrong. There is a reason why big marketers out there, big corporations out there are choosing to invest in email marketing on a daily basis. And guys, the reason why I'm telling you all of this is possibly because you got to know this. Tomorrow, possibly after this entire incident, you would go ahead and open up your email marketing consultation agency. All of these things are going to really help you. That's what is something that helps you build that mindset to learn email marketing. So we thought that we are doing something wrong because all of those big corporation marketing was still doing email marketing, and then we studied facts like for every $38 spent, for every $1 spent, you make $38 back. That's like 3,800% ROI. Plus 93% of the B2B marketeers are still using emails to distribute content, and then active email accounts are expected to hit 5.6 million by the end of 2019. With so much so, in fact, how could emails be dead? And that's when we started to understand that the email marketing is not dead, but possibly the strategy of doing email marketing is dead. And that's when we took the step of reinventing email marketing. And that's exactly what we are talking about in this MailMastery Live Bootcamp, on how email marketing can be revived and what exactly works in 2019. So that's exactly a question that you need to ask among yourself as well, on how do you plan to stand out, overblown inbox, wherein where you have so much stuff going around. How do you plan to stand out in your customer's inbox? So we thought that we'd come up with this mail master training, as I said before, which will help you get the maximum out of your email marketing, and that's exactly what we're doing over here. So how can we get better? Someone said meatball of the game. So guys, we are getting on the meatball of the game into the webinar. So we say that we can get better into email marketing by understanding the McKinsey's 4 P's into your marketing. So who all here, by the way, know these 4 P's out there? Put a one in the box if you know the 4 P's of McKinsey's better marketing principles. And guys, you must know this thing and you must learn this thing. Can anyone guess what possibly would be the 4 P's? I've got someone saying product. Could product be one? Guys, can anyone guess what is going to be the 4 P's of McKinsey's email marketing? price, promotion, product. And guys, put a 5 in the box if you think you can't figure out anything right now. And that's fine. All right, I really appreciate some honesty. I've got a few people saying promotion, packaging, content. Oh, content is not P. P probably promotions. Product, a lot of people saying. All right, let me reveal this one up. And this is something that we really believe in. So McKinsey's 4P says that any marketing that you do or any email that you write, it should be pervasive, it should be participatory, it should be personalized, and it should be perceptive. And guys, you probably want to screenshot this. Look, you're gonna get this recording for sure. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that you're able to take this screenshot so that you can, kind of take the right things into yourself and take them forward. Well, pervasive emails, writing pervasive email means that let me read email where I am. So your email should be placed in a way where people are able to access it very easily. Participatory emails must be written in a way they say that the emails are written in a way where you're able to entice a voice. So as and when I read this email, I should be able to say, hey, I have a voice, let me use it. Personalized email says make it relevant to me. And then prescriptive emails feel that I'm the one taking control. And guys, just to let you know what happens when you use the 4 Ps in your emails, and we actually do that all the times we write emails. Let me give you an example. So I sent this email out to all of you guys out there, and then we guys got feedback like you guys rock, awesome. Did you see this, guys? It had a picture of me, and then it had your name printed over here. How many of you saw this email? Put a 1 in the box, guys, if you saw this email. And this email is going to act as a case study for us today. I'm going to rip off this email and showcase you how this email makes a lot of sense to you. And coming to the meatball of the game, guys, and I want you in. Did you get this email that I sent? Were you able to check this image that I added on top of the email? Were you able to check the email I sent? If not, you really wanna really wanna check that out, because I'm gonna be talking that up as a case study. All right, never mind, guys. Let's move it forward. I've got a few people saying that they read it, and then I've got a couple saying that they couldn't read it, and then I've got one saying that person didn't receive it. So I really want to check that out. So 4 Ps, as I said, well, your emails must make you feel that it's accessible. It must make me feel that it's written for me, and then it must make me feel that I have all the choices to make, and it must make me feel that my voice is being considered. Now, in the first P, it says that let me read email where I am. So your emails must be responsive. It must be designed to be looked upon at any point of device. And as I said, emails are mostly open today, mostly on mobile phones. So you really want to make your emails in a way that they open the best and look the best on mobile phones as well. You want to make sure that your message is consumable as well on any kind of device out there. So that's the first P. You want to get it pervasive. Well, the second email is participatory. You should probably make them feel that you want them to come, make a connection with them, be a part of something that you're doing. So call to actions really work best. Adding social media handles really work best. So you want to make these notes, guys. You want to write it to yourself that I want to write emails that look the best on all screens. I want to write an email where I'm able to add my social media handles. And by the way, LetMailBox, the app that you got with this package, lets you do all of it in just one click, literally just one click. And if any one of you has any doubts on how to do it, you can come back and ask us a question. And we're going to be picking this up after the training. So the 4 Ps, you want to get them to actually entice a voice. Third, you want to make them feel that it's relevant to them. You want to leverage segmentation. You want to know your customers and then develop behavior-based triggers. So for example, in this one, it says cool for gents and the cool for the ladies, right? So for example, let's say if I would be running a fashion e-commerce store, and if I would be sending an email to all my users, I would really want to segment in between male and female. And to the males, I would want to send the email that you see on the right, and the two females, I want to send an email to the left. Are you getting what I'm saying, guys? Your email should be pervasive, your email should be participatory, and your email should be personalized as well. And then your email should be also prescriptive. you should be making them make a feeling that that you're the one taking control. If you want to continue receiving my emails, continue receiving those emails. If you want to click on my email, click on my email. If you don't want to click on my email, don't click on my email. If you want to unsubscribe, you can unsubscribe. And guys, while you look at the screen and possibly take a screenshot, allow me a second to drink on a sip of water there. All right. So before I move forward, I really want to pick this up as a case study. So, and I'm just going to be, shutting down on my screen share because I really want to open up in an email that I want to showcase to you, and I'm showing you an example on, how can you use email, write emails that, use all the 4 Ps out there, uh, and get you going with everything, in there. Just give me a sec. I'm just gonna be finding the email that I sent yesterday, and I'll get you going. Okay, my bad. I accidentally closed my window, so just give me one more sec, please. Okay, so I'm gonna be sharing my screen once back again. Let me know when you're able to see my screen. Okay, so this is the email, guys, that I sent yesterday. Okay, so this email says MailEngageX orientation webinar plus MailMastery live bootcamp schedule. As and when people would actually open the email, I straight away show them my face, tell them who am I, and tell them that I love you, and tell them that thank you, LetReach. Now, LetReach is the name of the sender who I'm sending this email to, and the name is being generated on the fly automatically. Would you like to receive an email, guys, one day, wherein you open the email and someone has a postcard holding, in their hand with your name written on it? It's like an email literally written for you. Does it not give that feeling? Does it not give a feeling that it's an email written for you? It's an image that's particularly made for you and clicked for you and then added for you. Do you get it? Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's personalized. Guys, would put a one in the box if you get it what I'm trying to say. Put a one in the box if you get it, that how if you're getting an idea on how can you personalize your images, and how you can personalize your emails. And then let's move forward. At first, the email is pervasive because the email is highly responsive. You can read this email in a desktop as well and in a mobile screen as well, and it's going to look the same. And the way I do it is, I write just in the center fold and I do not write anything on the sides. But then look at it this way. I make the email so easy to read as well. I have got 3 simple points that I want to share: MailEngageX orientation webinar, MailMastery live bootcamp series, and a new update in the app. And then people can read whatsoever that they want to read. But then there are a few things that I want them to put their focus on. So for example, something that I want them to put the focus on is something that I do in italics. And then I want them to know that you are being auto registered for the training. So I use an emoticon over here. Emoticons are very strong, by the way. And then I'm putting it in the bolds. Do you get me, guys? And then I want to tell them a brief about the training. So I'm putting that like that, this. So do you get me what I'm trying to do? I'm actually changing the formatting of my email, putting something in bold, something in italics, something in colors, just to make sure that the text I really wanted to focus on stand out. Now, speaking of the new update in the app, it wasn't really important for me to convey that, as compared to these two main information. So I really put that up in the third point, and I do not use something like that over here. And then I add an image in the end as well for you to check out and what exactly are we talking about in all the schedules. So did you get that? Email feels like it's written for you. It feels like you have your voice over here because you have all the actions to take. and all the big things that you want to know about, like you're being auto registered for and what this training is going to be talking about. It's all in there. And then this email looks like it's done for you. You have your name printed here in the image in real time, and then in this over here. And by the way, guys, you'd be surprised to know if you know it or not. All of this, like all of this personalization, adding an image that would have your subscriber's name or your customer's name printed on it in real time, all of that is possible via Let Mailbox 2.0, that app that you have. So guys, are you able to get how I applied the McKinsey's 4P principles over here? Put a one in the box if you're able to get a slight idea of it as well. And guys, it is okay if you did not get 100% of it. We still have 5 more weeks to talk more about that. Put a one in the box if you got even a slight gist of the McKinsey's 4 principles on how I applied this to the email. And guys, you really want to go back and search for this email and reverse the McKinsey's 4P's principle on this email itself. Reverse engineer this email and see where I used what principle, right? And that way you will be able to use this email as a sample and then write probably better emails than even I wrote. That's what I wanted to convey over it. I've got a lot of ones flowing in, guys, so I really appreciate you being there with me. Okay, so exactly the 4 P's, that's all is something that I wanted to talk about. And then we talk about, who is email marketing for? So it is for entrepreneurs. It is important because it helps you strengthen relationships and build personal brands. Just like I'm doing this with my company called LetX out there with you. It is important for e-commerce store owners because it helps you scale by selling, upselling, and cross-selling, and then also helps you run offers. I hope you understand the meaning of upselling and cross-selling, right? I mean, upselling is when you sell someone something and then when you sell something on top of it related to that first sale, it's called upselling. And then when you sell them absolutely different product, it's called cross-selling. And then we share the blogs and updates as well, right? We help you, for bloggers it helps them build online communities. For affiliates, it helps them products and offers. And for local businesses, it helps them collect instant feedback about the product services and then further nurture them. And probably for anyone who wants direct engagement with the customers or potential clients, email marketing helps because this is that form of media where people can retain what you send. And probably that's why most of the B2B communications are also preferred to be happening over emails itself. You get me? That's that's how important email marketing is. So why email marketing is good for your business practice, guys? Well, it's good for your practice because you get a higher ROI as compared to different media channels. It helps you reduce your cost and improve your sales. It helps you nurture your audience. It helps you better introduce yourself. It helps you drive more conversions. It is something that you can literally automate and let it run automation. And we're going to be talking about automation as well more on the fifth seminar, in the fifth session out there that we have. It can allow you to segment people and then send them different communication that you can do. It literally allows you to send a lot of magic within that email itself. So it's a lot of real estate that you can send as communication over emails. And that's possibly is one of the reasons why it works the greatest out there, with email marketing. Also, email marketing, guys, as to put in some stats, it outperforms all the other marketing mediums such as search engine optimization, paid search, and even affiliate marketing like direct affiliate marketing. In fact, a lot of people do affiliate marketing over email marketing, and you must be subscribed to a lot of people, and that's possibly how you are listening to this as well. It is one of the only effective mediums that not just connects using personalized elements, but also builds and nurtures relationship with audience at different stages of customer lifecycle. In 2019, guys, make emails your ultimate source to build credibility because it is direct and as well as it is personal. So email marketing works really, really, really good. All you got to do is again make sure that you're applying the 4 P's of McKinsey's principle. It has worked the best for me always. And you possibly want to take a screenshot for this particular screen out there, and then use the email I sent before to use as a case study for yourself. And I just explained to you on how and where I'm actually doing the great things over there. So how to do email marketing right, guys? At first, you want to really build the right email contact list based on the target audience. So for example, if I'm someone who sells, let's say, a pizza, I really want to only get the emails of people who like pizza or possibly are foodies. I do not want to get the emails of people who are hardcore, into healthy foods or gyms or possibly people who do not like anything pizza. If I'm sending who's possibly selling dog products, I really want to target the pet owners, right? I don't want to have the email addresses of anyone who doesn't even have a pet. So you want to really define your niche, and then you would explore the different marketing channels such as social media, websites, and offline platforms to build your list as money is in the list for sure. So you want to run some offers like, hey, I'm going to give you this free, put in your email address out there, and then numerous platforms like Viper, UpViral that you can use to build your list. You can always send valuable content and make sure the content is sent in regular intervals as well, so as to keep a check with your consumers. People say that send less emails because that way you don't poke your customers, but then I say send enough emails so you stay in touch, and that's possibly one of the reasons why I've been able to do some great things as well. And what I'm trying to do over here also is, guys, always be authentic when you share something via email. Always deliver what you have promised. That's something that we swear by and we know works the best when you do email marketing as well. You can tell people that I'm being 100% authentic and honest while I'm sending this email to you. So that's the great thing. So someone asked, how do you add emojis in the system in your email? So I'm going to teach you a hack, guys. How many of you here are using Apple devices? Put a one in the box if you're using Apple device. I'm going to teach you a hack. How many of you put in the one in the box if you're using an Apple device? I'm going to teach you a hack. All right, a lot of the blame. So guys, what do you want? I'm not sure if you can see my screen yet, but what you got to do is on your Apple desktop, use Control Command Space. Did you see it? When you use Control Command Space, you get your own emoji bar from Apple that comes up. And literally, you can double click anywhere to drag to put that emoji in your content. Did you know about this? Control Command Spacebar. Control key, Command key, and the spacebar key all pressed together opens this emoji box. Guys, put a 5 in the box if you didn't know this trick before. This is one of the best tricks out there, guys. I am able to easily put emojis as and when possible. And possibly if you see, these are the emojis that I use the best. I use the most. Control Command Spacebar. It's one of the best hacks out there, guys. Yes, Control Command Spacebar. So you can write that down somewhere. Okay, so as we end towards the move towards the end of the session, we've got the pros and cons of email marketing that we would like to discuss very quickly. Why I'm discussing this is because over the course of 6 weeks live training, we really want to work upon all of these pros and all of these cons as well. We want to make sure that we are able to leverage the most of all the pros that you have and all the cons that are standing by, all the downsides are standing by, we are able to cover up on those downsides as well. Because ultimately, we got to make profits out of email marketing, right? And I'm going to continue sharing a lot of hacks as well with you while we do all of it. So, speaking of the pros, we have emails as one of the most cost-effective option in comparison to other mediums of marketing, and that's not practically is true. Email marketing can be easily segmented for different objectives and needs. It has an unlimited reach. Oh, yeah, for sure. I just noticed that we have 236 billion plus emails out there in the world. It's very flexible with scaling, and email efforts can always be tracked for effective performance in real time. All of it, guys. And everything that possibly that you cannot do in all of this as well, or anything that you need to do a lot of hard work with, it is possible with Letmailbox 2.0. So you really want to master that particular application. I'm telling you guys, this is one of the best that we have done at LetX. So you really want to ace that application out there. Speaking of the cons, Deliverability can be complex and tiresome, or yes, it can be. Email marketing can be really competitive in nature, and you must be receiving a lot of emails every day from numerous people trying to sell you stuff. And possibly that's why you got to give a lot of value, just like I'm giving it right now, to get things going in the right place. So you have got limited scope for creativity. You've got file size of the email causing hindrance, and you've got hard to interact and generate engagement with the audience as the reply time is quite delayed. So let's cover all of the cons number one. Deliverability, which can be complex and tiresome. We have a module where we're going to be covering up deliverability. Someone here says, how can we do IP warming up? I'm going to be talking about IP warming up as well, but in a bit briefly because it's kind of a very advanced. And whosoever is asking that, I'm going to be covering that up. And if we have any questions, we can always connect over another call session privately, to get this going. Can be competitive in nature, or yes, can be, but then we plan to kill competition, and you should do, by giving a lot of value, just like we're doing it right now. So I'm just covering all the cons and telling you how can you, convert your cons into the pros, and we're going to be covering it more in depth in a sessions to come. Speaking of limited scope for creativity, guys, again, Let Mailbox 2.0, it really induces personalization, interaction, and engagement in your emails. File size of the emails causes hindrance. Again, Let Mailbox, because it helps you put your files on a cloud-based server and then just link them over here in your emails, which practically gets even better in terms of deliverability of your emails as well, guys, by the way. Hard to interact and generate engagement with the audience as the reply time is quite delayed. Well, if you write your emails well, which is what we're talking about in the second session, we will cover this up. We're gonna be covering all of it, guys. So I really want to get some feedback, guys. Put in thumbs up or good in the box if you have been able to understand all of it so far. Put something like good in the box if you are able to get what I'm trying to say. We talked about the McKinsey 4 P's of marketing and how to write better emails. We talked about this emoji hack, and we reverse engineered one of my emails to talk about those 4 P's of marketing as well. And then we briefly talked about how we went ahead, all of that. Put a good in the box if you feel you got it. Put a good in the box, if you feel that you are able to get all of it. And I'm just going to be quickly getting something out there, so I can get this entire thing going on. All right, so we have got numerous people saying that they loved it. uh People are putting in fives. I practically love five out there. People are saying that they love the session. They're getting what we're talking about. People are saying that they love the content. It has been all good so far. I've got all goods flowing in. Someone says that they must practice this, and someone says that they must get the recording as well. I've got one person saying not yet, but never mind, we've got five more to go, and I'm sure that you'd be able to get a lot of it, guys. We've got a lot of good things flowing in with this one. So, action items, guys. Write down 5 things you wish to take away from this course, and please let us know. By sending us an email on support@letx.co, or by replying to any of the emails that we're going to be sending in regards to this MailMastery Live training. And we'd really love to take some requests and include it in a part of the training. Someone was saying, include this, and someone was saying, include this. We possibly could not be covering whole of it. So if you want to know us, if you want us to cover something, possibly write down those things actually, and send it to us as a reply to any of the emails that we're sending regarding this training, or send us an email on support@letx.co, because we're going to have a growth team working to create all of those topics and include that in the training. Guys, this is your opportunity. If you think there's something where you got stuck at, where you failed, where one of your friends failed, and if you want to add value, if you want us to speak about that, if you want us to add that to the training, put that up, in an email and send it to us. Send it to us, guys, and we would really like to cover this up. And take this as an opportunity, guys. Take this as an opportunity. I mean, I know, every time when I was on your side, and if people would come to me and tell me, write down those 5 things, Honestly speaking, when I started my career online, there didn't used to be enough webinars, and even if there would be any, and if they would ask us to, ask us to what should be covered, we wouldn't reply. I mean, at least I wouldn't reply, and I would feel that it's such, I would literally lazy over not replying. I would procrastinate. But today, I wish I would have had replied. I'd be probably two times than what I am right now. So do not procrastinate. Do not go ahead it. Just go ahead and go ahead and literally, send in an email to support@letx.co, support@letx.co, again, support@letx.co, and, put in your thoughts on what do you wish to learn. Speaking of what's going to be next, we're going to be talking about how an ideal email structure looks like. We're going to be talking about the 5-step golden framework to write perfect emails. We're going to be talking about the importance of call to actions in emails. And then we're going to be talking about how to write emails which have higher engagement rates, higher success rates as well. Where today, guys, hang on. We just discussed the 4 P's of email marketing. That's it. In the next one, we've got to be literally having it value loaded, because we're going to be talking about the Seinfeld experience, the 33% rule, the 3 E's of email marketing, and the 5 golden step framework out there. Who all are excited uh, to get this information going in the heads? We've got the next seminar, next webinar planned, for which the dates are going to be out. It's just going to be exactly in a week's time. On Wednesday, I'm traveling for another big marketing summit, so I really want to do that before that itself. So, who all are interested to get this session going on? Put a one in the box. Put a yeah in the box. Just let me know if you are interested for this particular session out there. Yep, so great. I've got lots of ones flowing in. So yes, guys, this is going to be the module 2. It's going to be 10 times than what we covered right now. We today possibly talked about the basics. We talked about the 4 P's, and I'm going to let you spend the week, reverse the emails that you get to cover those 4 P's. And please feel free to share your experience with us on this email ID, because because this can help us know if we're getting it right, and possibly if you are reversing or reverse engineering any email that you receive on the 4 P's of the McKinsey 4 P's principle, you can actually send us your explanation as well, and we can tell you if you're thinking it right or not. So it's your ground to know more and more. It's your ground to get us going and working to get you success in your life with email marketing. So here's the ground for you. Get ahead, guys. Get it going with us. Really go about it. And guys, all of this really helps you, build up your own mindset. Really helps you, set up your basic for email marketing. Today's session was a lot of basics, a lot of good things out there. But the next one is going to be 10x the value, and that's all. We have to speak about it. All right, so I've got someone saying that possibly we could cover more about the only applicable stuff in this particular webinar out here. Well, I'm sorry, I agree that we should probably cover about more basics, but I really feel the importance of setting up the basics first, because I feel that if you plan to have a 50-story building out there, you really got to set the foundation first. I like to value my time. I like to value where I'm spending my time with. I like to build connections with people. I like to make sure I know the people more and more. I like to make sure that I have the people listening to me having the same mindset as mine. So all of these covering the basics is really, really important. And guys, I hope you understand the basics behind it, right? I mean, we really, really, really can literally rush into everything. I could actually make a complete article of my top 10 hacks and deliver to you all together. But then close your eyes and think of this scenario. Will this help you? I mean, literally go and Google any of these terms, and you would get 30 articles on each of these terms. You'd get it. You do not want to be on this webinar bootcamp series. Really, we need to set up our mindset. We need to set up our foundation strong enough to get this thing going. And I highly appreciate all of you for being 100% honest and authentic with me. And that's all I demand for. And I really, really, look forward to speaking more and more of candid feedback from you. So yeah, that's all that I have to say. I've got first people saying that we should always start from the basics. People look forward to learning all of lot stuff as well. Uh, and people are asking for, even someone is asking me even to cover a course in solo ads. Really, so I'm sorry, I do not do anything with solo ads, but I know a lot of people in the industry who do really good things in solo ad. So if you really want to get started in solo ads, and if you're genuinely interested, just connect with me, and we'd be able to connect you with someone. But all we demand for is your commitment to learn it, because then I'd be using my social capital to arm test someone to get their time invested in helping you learn solo ads. So guys, I'm all good over here. People are asking me, that we believe in you. People are telling me that please go ahead, keep going, you're doing great stuff. I get all of it. Thank you so much, guys. But I really appreciate criticism as well. I really appreciate any level of feedbacks. So I really want to clear up the grounds over there. All right, guys. This is all that we had to cover. Just to give you a recap again. Uh, I love this future. I love the future that we're building with all of this training out there. We talked about the McKinsey's four P's out there, and I really, really want you to, look at every email you receive from those I's, because that in a way is going to set up a lot of base for you. It's going to really, really, see what kind of emails do you want to do, email marketing that you want to do ahead, in the future, when you go forward. And it was great knowing all of you guys. I now know what kind of people I'm dealing with. I now know what kind of feedbacks can I receive, so I can work on these sessions even better in the moving time forwards. And guys, again, we love you all. We thank you all for for being there, for giving us 1 hour of your life, and we look forward to spending 5 more from your life, getting you to master email marketing. But again, it has to be 10% us and 90% you guys. Again, 10% us, 90% you. Look, we spend this 1 hour talking about something. Be it basics, be it foundations, be it tips, tricks, hacks, be it the ultimate mantras. But it has to be 90% you, because you need to apply this. So for this particular week's time, what you need to do is, again, look at every email you receive from the eyes of those 4 principles, and then build your mindset and your eyesight to be better prepared for the session 2. As I said, session 2 is going to be 10x this. There's going to be no introduction. We're going to straight away jump into the meatball. And so you better be prepared in your mindset with your diaries out there, because it's going to be a lot of things. And I think it might also be overwhelming for you, but I really, really want you to get going in. So really, let's just go about it, guys. I really appreciate you being over there. Thank you so much. And that's me over there with Paul Garg, signing off on this webinar. Cheers.